All right, guys. Obviously, we're not going to win a game until we stop doing the things that we continue to do that get us beat. You know, we got penalties on punt returns, penalties on offense. We've got drops on offense, you know, turnovers. Defense, we lose contain on the quarterback. Jump out of gaps, come inside on calls when we're not supposed to, go outside when we're supposed to go inside, just a lot of things. It's all on me. I'm the head coach. It's my responsibility, and got to get it fixed. So with that, I'll go ahead and open it up for questions.
Where does the team go from here?
Same place, you know, that we've talked about before. We keep working, and you know, we've got a lot of work to do. You know, we got a lot of things to clean up.
What's the message in the locker room for the guys after?
That's between me and the guys.
Chris, how would you assess Art's performance?
I had 3 interceptions. You know, that's not good enough. Threw some good balls, obviously, had a lot of yards, but we got 3 interceptions, and we had some issues in the red zone with that.
We saw Gio warming up. Were you close to pulling him at one point in the second quarter?
No.
Will Lewis the tight end be a permanent thing, or is that still experimenting?
Still experimenting. Obviously, Jerome Washington was unable to play today due to injury, so it was something that you know, we thought we'd try to do because of numbers.
Justin tweak something before the game?
Justin had hurt himself during the week. I shouldn't say he hurt himself during the week. He was feeling some pain last week in the game. Did not practice this week. We tried to go out in pregame, couldn't do it.
Chris, you mentioned the run fits earlier in the week. You've played several teams now that have had these big, open, long touchdown runs, long runs. How do you fix that at mid-season when I know you guys you're practicing and it's just not changing? Yeah,
well, you're right. You know, and we got to figure it out. You know, I've been doing this a long time, and to play team defense, you got to be disciplined. You know, one of the things I know our players are doing is they say they want to make plays, and plays will come to you when you play the call and are in the right spot. You can't just go outside of the framework of the defensive call and expect to make plays. You got to play disciplined football. You got to be gap sound. You got to do what the call is called to do, and you got to do it consistently.
Why do you think those things are not translating from the week into game?
I don't know.
I know you talk about being young, but most of your older guys are on defense. Yeah. I mean, so is that why you think that's not connected?
Well, it's a good question. Depth is a concern on defense. You know, one of the things I do know that cures a lot of problems is competition, and you know, we're missing a lot of defensive scholarship players, and that's not an excuse, but that's reality. And been saying that for a while. You know, the issues where we lost some guys in the summer has hurt us more than I thought because we've had some injuries. We've got some guys playing out of position. We don't have a lot of depth. That's reality. And you know, competition is something that fixes a lot of problems. You know, and right now we don't have it, and I got to get it fixed.
Chris, you came into this season optimistic that this program would take a step forward.
Yeah.
How concerned or how surprised are you that what's happened the last 4?
You know, I'm disappointed, obviously. There are a lot of things that have changed since then. And like I said, when you're talking about some games, 16 defensive scholarship players out, that hurts. We've got a young team on offense, but we got drops, we got penalties. We've got things that you cannot do on offense and have a chance to win football games. They continue to happen. And, you know, if it's a lack of focus, you know, a lack of attention to detail, you know, something's got to be coached differently. We got to figure it out. But, you know, obviously was a lot more optimistic about our chances to win these games that we've been playing, and it hasn't happened.
Late in the game, you had 2 first and goals.
Yep.
What was the thought process of throwing the ball mostly on those?
If you look at how we were running the ball, we weren't running the ball very good. Simple as that.
2 more questions. You kick a field goal down there. You know, fans booed, and understandably so. What do
you mean understandably so? We're down 17. You needed a field goal no matter what. Our starting kicker is unavailable. We're in a position where we can get 3 points that we're going to need no matter what. So if we go for it and we don't make it, the game's probably over at that point. So we needed points no matter what. So we were in position for our kicker to make the kick and put the points on the board.
When you kicked the long field goal with Haggerty, I think it was a screenplay on 3rd down. Were you guys planning on going for it on 4th down and be able to pick up?
It's all based on the result of the play. you know, we didn't get anything. You know, if we would have gotten some positive yardage, then there would have been conversation about what we would do. You know, it is what it is. Justin could not go today, you know, and when you don't have that guy, you got to make different decisions. We called a play that we thought would get some positive yards, and then you have an opportunity to make a decision, you know, if you don't get the first down on 4th down. Didn't happen. We're in a situation, you know, we could either try to go for it, punt it, or try to kick it. Try to kick it.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you, guys.